Hi guys, welcome. We are playtesting our latest build. Just realized, Erik, we should improve this, right? I think it's time to do. I cannot talk. It's time to do that. So I will take time a bit today. I just want to see how everything feels. And yes, these are the new models from JM. And I have to say, even though these are just really quick and dirty versions, in my eyes, it's not that bad. We obviously need to improve that, but I'm confident that we already have a good solution here in our hands. This is a normal robot, by the way, and that they have a bubble head, maybe it's not even that bad. That helps in the readability, right? To understand what kind of character this is. What I don't like, but I'm not 100% sure about that, is the name. That the name is written there. Because the reason why I want to have characters that are good in readability is that we can, that you immediately can identify the character. So the name should not be necessary anymore. So I would remove the name, and instead I would like to just try to figure out a way to make this 3D model good enough so you immediately know who is this. So what else I would like to have is a connection between these characters here and this one. So right now I can hover, that is nice, I get all the information that I need, probably. I did not check that, I did not take the time, but probably it's not correct right now, but still. So if I select this character, this should be highlighted. We need to check out how FTL and Void War does this, but yeah, later. I don't want to start now Void War and then get distracted. So I want to have a connection here, and the same if I click here, this character should be highlighted as well. The question now is, how should they be highlighted? Oh, I'm just realizing. The outline still is green, so this... I need to see how the enemy looks to compare that. Something else? Oh, there's a ship icon here. Now I'm curious. I think there's Void War. I'm just checking quickly in Google. What do they have on the upper right, left corner for the health? So maybe I should drag it here so you guys see what I'm doing here. Let's see. Make it bigger. There you go. So what do we have here? There's no ship icon. I'm not sure if that is necessary, the ship icon. It should be clear enough immediately that this is supposed to be the health. But then again, I'm just realizing there's an icon for shields, right? The shields should be also readable enough, right? Sensor icon. Yeah, it should be, yeah, okay, makes sense to also have a ship icon here for hull, right? For hull hit points. Yeah, I agree. Maybe that's a good idea. Evasion chance. How does our evasion chance look right now? Where is it? This one. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's really... Yeah, well, it's an engine, right? It makes sense. Yeah, but we should change it to some kind of turbines or something. Right now, when I compare this... I never thought this looks like an engine to me. This is a bad icon in my eyes, from a readability standpoint. And this one is supposed to be this one. Also, I'm curious why they are not using the same ones. Shield. Okay, it's always simplified versions here. Okay, I see. Good. Okay, let's continue. What else can we see? Right now... Oh man, this is bad. Erik, I would like to change that. So I have Kiara selected, I think. Wait. Oh no, I did not have her selected. Okay. So I don't see any value in having this system be selectable. So I'm right clicking now, and obviously there's no logic behind it, right? There's only the room. So we should remove that. That just feels bad in my eyes. And also, yeah, she is now, well, occupying, or she is working on the system, right? But we need some kind of animation. Yeah, we need just immediate, just take something, I don't know, there should be something simple. So we can immediately identify, okay, this character is currently interacting with the system. Because when I place the second character here, yeah, man, our character is slow. Then now the question is, who is doing it right now, right? Who is dealing with the system? Yeah, yeah, we should change that. Change the interaction spot with the system. I think the whole room should be the system, so that should be easy. Also, something that we need to figure out with Fabrice is the spots that you can stay on. They should be colored differently. See, you cannot. Oh man, I'm just realizing there's no indicator for where this character will move to. Erik, this is something that we need. We had that, I think, right? Man, can I? Okay. No, wait, no. I wanted to start Void War and then I will get distracted. So I will not do that, but, or FTL, doesn't matter. I just wanted to see how they did it, right? And I remember that they had these squares highlighted, but just a to-do for us. Figure a way. Oh, there was a leg spike. But figure a way out to indicate where the character will move to. That is important. Right now, so imagine I'm clicking here and then here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here. So where will this? Okay, we know it. He will be going here, but I don't know. I would like to see that, right? So yeah, that is important. What else do I want? I know I will check out the UI. Don't worry, I did not forget that part. But I want to check out everything right now. What is not good right now? Characters, loading, the weapons, I mean. Okay, I can now aim, makes sense. Okay. So, I think, yes, this is something that we need to change. So he is here, he should be lowering right now again. But right now when I continue loading, it just restarts, that is not ideal. So, besides from that, this looks not bad. What is this? I'm hovering over it. It also gets bigger, which is nice. But I don't get any information. That, yeah, we need information hidden behind all of these, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, right now I have no clue what these are doing. So that I would like to change that. And yes, this is a screen where we are alone. When a second ship comes, our ship will be here. Another ship is here. I have a bad idea, potentially bad idea, but I will talk about that a bit later. With the UI and everything, how to position and everything. Yeah. What I also realize is this is way too thin. I don't like this. I would like to have it a bit thicker. Let's compare that to Void War quickly. What is it? Why am I not happy with our version? I'm just curious, are they squished? Wait, no, here's... No, huh? You realize that? Compare the two pictures, they're different, right? Which one is the original, or both? Are both changed? And this one doesn't interactable at all. Okay, yeah, we need to look into that. Something else that I really don't like is the shield bubble system. I also would like to have circles for that, right? Right now, and this is his helper, yeah, but we need to change that. It's not ideal. And I'm thinking, let's make it green first, and then later evaluate if that is fine or not. I will have colors in the UI, but I'm currently thinking of having everything in green. Then, hey, pay attention to me is yellow, right? And broken, right? Not possible, whatever is red. That is my current idea of things. And then we have blue, which is unused. And I thought, okay, maybe the shields, but then I thought, wait. Why should the shields be special? Why, when the shields are blue, why is the ammunition not colored for something specific, or evasion chance colored? So I think everything should be green. And the characters can stay colored. I think that is fine. Yeah. But then again, I think the characters and the weapons should be similar to each other. Man, that's not easy. Something to think about. So, characters, weapons, and drone systems have colored images, maybe. I'm not sure yet. This is something that we need to look into. I don't know yet. Okay, let's continue. Let's click on these boxes. Okay, what is happening here? System cargo. Wait. Yeah, this is the system cargo. Okay. It just flew from the right in, right? That was strange. System cargo and crew member cargo. These are the perks. Yes. I think that is great. This is not connected yet. I was like, hey, why do I have Kiara so many times, but I don't have it here. But yeah, this is not connected yet. Okay. The items, all of this seems to be not working yet. Okay, is this connected? Origin farmer. There's nothing like farmer. Okay, let's... I need to work on the origins as soon as possible. Right now, this seems to be missing. Yeah, I would like to see that displayed correctly. Okay, I'm not sure yet if I like this, to be honest. I think I like it because you can still see your ships. Then I thought, okay, maybe the ship needs to be positioned on the right. I'm not sure yet. I like that you can drag and drop stuff, and this is confusing to me. What is currently showcased here? This is maybe all the stuff that is already built in, right? I'm realizing that I don't like this. Oh, this first time that I see the fog of war in this current state. Did you see the lag there? There was a small short lag. Okay, let's put... Interesting, okay. Not sure yet if I like this or not. What happens if I drag this? Okay, so I have to hold something, then I can see all the possibilities. Yeah, to be honest, I like that. We should obviously make it so you cannot do this with all systems. I think that is confusing. And what is also missing is systems from Fabrice. I think as soon as we have that, then we will need to change the layout anyway. And that also changes the shape of the ship. And that also changes maybe the positioning of the ship and everything. Something that we need to look into. Okay. But so far so good. I think the foundation is good. There was a leg spike again. Look, see? When you take the system, no, in that case it's not that bad, but the doors, crazy. Something's happening here. We need to look into that. No, but not the highest priority. So, Hull Destroyer. This is so confusing to me. So I can place it here. Of course, because it's a weapon control center that controls it. Where's my weapon control center? Hull Destroyer. Okay, these are my weapons. Let's close this. There's my weapon control center. Wait a second. Weapon controller. What will happen now? I guess the weapons are deactivated? Question mark? Yeah, this is something that we need to resolve. Right now this doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I cannot do anything here. But there's energy. Did I break it? I cannot do anything anymore. I cannot even lower the energy amount. Okay, I guess this is not implemented correctly. Eric, can you check that out? I think I destroyed it. Okay, let me restart the game. Quit. By the way, the music that you guys are listening right now, oh man, this takes a long time. This is music that Eric composed for an older game of ours, which is called Champion of Shima. But yeah, it was just way too big of a scope, so we discontinued it for now. But it was a TFT Pokemon fusion, yeah, Teamfight Tactics, but with Pokemon-like creatures. Okay, this seems to be bugged. Okay, let me pause quickly and then come back to you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so everything broke. I needed to start Unreal newly. Eric, I don't know why that happened, but now this works again. Okay, let me see if I can recreate that bug. Take it out, take it back in, close it. Oh, it's working. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Why is the red message? Take energy away? It's not possible. I cannot take energy away, by the way. Okay, let's try that again. Man, look at this. It's lagging. What is happening? Yeah, I think I broke it again. Eric, I don't know what is happening here, but we need to solve it. That obviously is not okay. Let me pause again. I just want to show you this, Eric. Look at this. I cannot close it. I need to close this with the task manager, but yeah, close Unreal completely. Yeah, strange. Okay, I'm back. This works, but yeah, I will not retry that again. Okay, food is still here, just realized that. Not sure about that, if we still want food in our game or not, but probably not. Let's see. This is also curious to me. Obviously you cannot put energy into these systems, but they have energy. Are these the hit points perhaps? Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see what happens. So, tavern. Let's get a crew member. Click on it. Man, that was a really big leg spice. Okay, character. Yeah, this is quite bad. I have a few ideas how to resource it, but I don't want to focus into this too much. But yeah, we need to do this. Oh fuck, we need to do this in February, right? Yeah, okay, let's get her. Where is she? Probably this is her. And she's a super mutant. Yeah, obviously not everything is connected yet. But she's a mechanic, right? I want to now jump to an enemy. Invader. To be honest. Invader, man, these are a lot of invaders. Okay, doesn't matter. There's the leg spike again. So, how does this look? Game is paused, that is nice. Something is bugging out here. Ah, this is just a platform for the system. Yeah, okay, will be changed anyway. So, right now, I will not continue this game because they will invade me and kill me, but let's see. I don't like this. How this looks right now, I don't like it. Looks like this. This just doesn't make sense. So, for example, enemy ship, okay, that makes sense. They have a name, that makes sense. Wait a second, guys. Okay. So, what I don't like here, when I look at this, I have the... It looks like if the captain is shown here, the crew should be shown here as well. Feels like this is not good. This is not correct. Let's compare that to this game. So, obviously you cannot see the crew here. This is all you can see, and they have the outline. So because they're red enemies, right? I'm also realizing that there's no green outline for the crew. Maybe this is a good idea. Not sure yet. Also, maybe our room should be lighter. Right now they have this bluish tint. And this makes it harder in readability purposes. Yeah, not sure yet. Also something that we need to maybe look into. But when I look at this, seeing the enemy crew like this is probably not necessary. And we have limitation problems, right? We have only the screen. There's a big goal on our side. We want to have the ships as big as possible. So when I look at this, I have the feeling that having crew members here is not a good idea. Okay, what else can I think about? What else would I like to change? I had one more idea. No, that's not a good idea. Okay, I had a stupid idea. Let me guys tell you what I thought. I could imagine changing the angle of the ship positioning a bit, so it's not 35 degrees, but I think 45 degrees is really great. And then positioning like starting from here and going down as much as, wait, no, is that a good idea? What I'm just saying? Enemy ship goes up. It's like this. It's like this. No. I think all of this idea was bad. I had an idea how to position the ships perhaps better, so it's more like in Pokemon, where on the lower left side, everything important to you is here, and on the lower right side, everything important to the enemy is here. But no, I think that is not a good idea. Okay, right now, not ideal yet. So how this looks, not ideal yet. But how would I change it? Let me pause and think about it a bit. Okay, one idea. First of all, see these darker outlines here. I think I would remove all of them completely. And what I would do instead is having a gradient becoming really dark, going lower to the screen and becoming less dark. I think this is called a vignette, right? Similar to how a vignette works, but from this time it's just really dark at the top and going down becomes darker. It's important that these edges are not getting even darker because the ship will be here and I need to have a lot of brightness here. So and the same should be from the bottom up, I think, or maybe from the left side like this. Yeah, just realizing that I don't like that there are these independent squares. I think this just looks ugly. Okay, maybe this also cuts up this part here on the top, right? Makes it clearer. This is UI and this is meant to be 3D environment and interaction and everything. Okay, that is one part. Second part, okay, let me think again. Second thing is, I think the characters, these images should be like Void War, because readability again, right? Only the face is shown here. I think this is way too small if we have, let's say, shoulders also showcase here. And what I'm also realizing is all these characters should be positioned and posed similarly. So, but no, maybe that is not a good idea, because this also is part of the character, right? So a quirky character has a tilted head a bit. Okay, I'm not sure about that part, but at least here, only the head should be in the frame, similar to Void War. This also makes the picture bigger, that is maybe better for readability. And then we have the complete upper body starting at the hips, right, from the character in the dialogue screen. That is the two options that can happen. Yeah, I think that is a good way to resolve that. And right now I'm thinking about name of the enemy ship should be showcased here. I think that is a good idea because, see, enemy, I think that is good. I think that part is good. What I don't like, okay, this hostile thingy, is that important? Is that important information? Maybe, maybe not. Could be something that we can remove, or maybe not. I'm not 100% sure about that. I need to think about that. But let's say, okay, this is gone. Then we could position the crew here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this or not. Because readability would be great, right? Click here, but then again, you can also see it in the 3D environment. But if you can see the crew in the 3D environment, wait a second, Eric, wait a second. If our focus is to be so close as possible to the ships, why not remove all the crew members on the top here completely and have only the 3D environment? Right? We have the ship health here, ship health there, we have our stuff here, we have all the systems down here, but you don't have any crew on the top. You just have the ship. Wouldn't that be better? No, serious question, I don't know. Let me pause and think about it. Okay, this is Fallout Shelter, and the idea that I had is, okay, you don't see the characters here anywhere, right? But when you click on this button, then you get a list of all your characters. Is this better? Compared... Where's our game? There you go. To having them all here listed? I'm not sure. But are we winning anything? Wait a second, wait a second. The reason why I want to do this is I want to have the camera even closer to the ship. But as far as I can see, this is the limit of the screen. There's no space left here. There's, yeah, okay, there's a few more, tiny bit more right here, but not much. I think there is no possibility to zoom in any further, because that would mean that we need to position the ships closer, but that's also not really possible. That's not ideal. Okay, so that doesn't work. Huh. I don't think that we're winning anything. But now we have the space up here. And I don't see any reason not to have any crew members displaced here. We have the space. And when I check out Void War, for example, all of this information, I don't know, I forgot what this is, but all of this information, and these two could be hidden anyway, because in the battle you don't need them, right? And when the battle is off, then maybe these two appear, right? That could work. I'm also realizing, why do you need your currency? Maybe that also disappears. This, I don't know what that is. System could be displayed somewhere down here, right? The system showcases if it's active or not. Ammunition, I even thought ammunition may be putting down here. To the weapons, right? Maybe here on the left. That could be a cool idea. Not sure about that, to be honest, but could be a cool idea. Yeah. Then we have also this area here, which is pretty much unused. But if the crew members are here, like this. Yeah. Okay, let me continue. Okay, I think we just need to make some decisions here. So, I made some rules. One of my rules, or one of the things that I want to achieve, is close to no text, if possible no text at all in this screen. Besides maybe from pause, but I'm even open to remove that. So let's see what kind of text do we see. We can see this, we can see captain, or in this case it's not captain, it's the name of the character. I want to have all the names removed. That creates more space, right? Next, the names here also be removed. Auto fire should be an icon. And the only text that appears is when you hover over stuff, right? And yeah, numbers, yeah. I think there's no way to remove numbers, so we will still have numbers, but I just want to have no normal text, right? Not sure about this part. I'm open to discuss this, right, Erik? If you have an idea, we can talk about that. But right now, I think pause is fine. Besides from pause, all of the text should be removed. Even this. I'm thinking about, yeah, people have names for the ships, but is the name important for the gameplay? This is for the gameplay, right? We can hide names in flavor text. We can hide names in dialogue, but maybe it's not necessary to show the name of that enemy while you're fighting against that enemy. Your name is also not shown here. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. And if somebody is hostile or neutral to you, you should know that from the context. You don't need to see that. So I would even remove that. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm trying to do right now is just removing all the unnecessary part, and only then, when I have the most core information, then I'm thinking about, okay, how to resolve it, how to position everything. I'm not happy yet that we put everything on the side when we have more systems, the subsystems here, and the drones are missing. This just doesn't fit. We have this empty space here. We have this potential space here. We should try to fill this space as good as possible. Okay, and then The jump button should be an icon as well. It's charging anyway, right? And it should be exactly in the center, and it should cut the screen pretty much in half. So on the left side is our stuff, on the right side is the enemy stuff. And right now at least, I would like to have only the image of the character. The health bar can be on the bottom or top, I don't care. And then the items. No, sorry, the items are not here. The items are the character. Right? Let's talk about Khan here, okay? So we have Khan here. We have the health bar of Khan. And the items. And I would like to do it like TFT does, right? We have the character here. We have the items below the health bar. If the character does not have items, then it's just, the health bar is just closest to the character. If they have items, it just goes up a tiny bit, and then the items are here. Yeah, that is way better in my eyes. What do you think about that? Yeah, character, items, optional, and then health bar. And that's it on the 3-dimensional field. And top here, do we need the health bar? Do we need it twice? That is a good question now. I think we need it. Let's check this out. Oh, to be honest, I did not know that, but there's no health bars here. The health bars are here. Wait, there's a health bar here? No health bars here? This confuses me. Okay, let me start the game quickly. Okay, so what do we have here? I have my health bar here, and the captain's health bar is always shown. What if somebody is damaged? Let's try that. Maybe it's only when you are damaged. Are you... Yeah, you can suffer. Yeah, you can suffer, haha. You can lose HP. Okay, that's enough. Ah, look at that. Health bar is only shown if your health is in any way reduced. Okay, that's a good information. Items are not shown here. In our case game, it should be maybe different. But if we don't have the name anymore on the top, then we can maybe have the space for the items. And that is something that we need to test. I'm not sure right now which one I prefer. By the way, you always see the health bar when you hover over the crew member. See? So I would do it similar. I would just have no health bar visible until you hover over the enemy, then you can see it. The only way you can only see the health bar if the health is not 100% full. Yeah, I think that is a good rule. And yes, of course, the captain's health bar is always shown. That is also a rule. One more thing. We should not have the percentage symbol here. We should just have the icon and number, like in Void War. Yeah, icon number, icon number. The reason for that is you should know, okay, this is just evasion chance, right? So, and when you hover over it, then you get the full information. So right now I cannot get the full information, but it should be like this. Then I get a text explaining what this is about. Same here, icon. Why is this highlighted? Not sure if that is a good idea, but yeah, doesn't matter. Maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, I think it feels better when it gets highlighted. Yeah, that's something that we need to check out together. I don't know yet. But I just want to have a number, and the max capacity can be written here. Yeah, so you don't waste space, right, with this. Then you have the same here. Food. Let's remove food just for a second. I just don't know if that is fun, right? Just remove food completely. Then we have also more space. Currency. Is this good? Do we need currency while fighting? That is a possible thing that we can remove, right? And the jump button can be in the middle and such things. This can also be removed, I think. I think the jump button should... Okay, this should be on the left. Right? Ammunition, currency, cargo, jump button. That is exactly in the center. And then all this right side here, this area here is just the enemy. And then we have to think, okay, what do we need to show on the enemy side? Let's go through this. Okay. Shield, health, evasion chance. So in our case, evasion chance, right? Icon needs to be on the right side. Then the shields, and icon needs on the right side. Then the health. The health depletes from the left to right. Icon is on the right, right? Name is gone. Captain image. Not sure 100% if I want to have the icons up here or not. That is something that we need to test. These two things removed, and then we fill this up with the crew. And I want to check something quickly. Okay, this game is called Baldur's Gate 3, and this is something that I want to check out and try in our game, okay? So we have outlines, red is enemy. If dead, then we can cross it out, we can do something else. These images are colored as well, right? No name, nothing, just the image. In our case, it also can include a health bar. But wait, look at this, how the health bar works. This also makes it smaller. Hey, this is potentially a good idea, Eric. Let's keep that in mind, okay? So, I am not sure what blue means, to be honest. But there's also green. Okay, blue is probably, this is you. You are controlling the blue characters. And green is, because I played this game, right? These are NPC characters that are not part of your control. So these are friendly characters. This is interesting. This would mean that we perhaps also can have other ships or other people fighting with us side by side. To be honest, I like that, Eric. But they are AI controlled, so you are not controlling them, you are not sending them anywhere, they're just doing their own thing. And red means enemy. Then if that, then crossed out and grayed out or whatever, that is something that we need to figure out which one fits the best, right? And the health bar, look at this. Man, I like this. Not sure if we should also do that or not, but this also opens up space. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Let's try to integrate that. Captain. Let me put this here like this, okay? So we can see it both next to each other, right? Captain, enemy crew, all red outlines, green outlines, or yellow outlines. Yellow means interactable, right? Pay attention to this. Okay, yellow outlines is your crew. Oh, hey, wait, we did not use blue yet, right? Blue out, okay. Step by step. Let's just stick with green for now, because all the UI should be green. Besides, okay, I don't know yet. Eric, I need your input. I don't know how we should do that. My gut feeling tells me red outlines make sense to immediately differentiate, because also the enemies, look at this, they have also red outlines, right? We should do it like that. With the other colors, let's first stick with green. Let's see how far we get, and then later maybe start implementing green, yellow stuff, red stuff, and if necessary, blue stuff. Okay. Good, I think that is clear. I think this place up here is also clear, right? Icon, health. We can make this cleaner, better. Yeah, all of this will be polished later anyway. These needs to be circles. Evasion chance, just icon evade a number, no percentage size or capacity, everything needs to be removed, and when you hover over it, then you get all the information that you need. Food is gone, ammunition, currency, open up cargo. I think in the cargo there should be the upgrade screen as well. And right now I'm not 100% sure that it's something that we need to discuss, but this button should not be accessible while fighting. That is also the case in Void War, I know that. And we should make it so, by the way, it's left from the jump button. The jump button is in the center, and that is the last thing that is important for you. All of this is only information of the crew, enemy crew, right? Okay. Then we can fill up the enemy side here. You can get all the information. So like this. So we have the shields, evasion chance, health, the crew. That is something that is not in Void War, but I think that is important for our game because we have a way more focus on the crew. Perks are not shown anyway, right? Then what else? You can hover over all the systems. You can hover over the crew members. You can hover over the crew members here if you want to know, the captain is right now this character, right? This is great. You can hover over the weapons. Okay, this is an invader. This is why he does not have weapons, but You can hover over weapons. And you can do the same. You have all the systems here. We have all the systems on our case here. I think that all the information are there, right? We don't need more. Let's make this full screen. Yeah, all the stuff can be put on the left side on our size. And then we need to figure out the bottom. Let me do that now. I just remembered in Void War, it's not like in FTL. In FTL, the drone system is a separate system. In Void War, there are no drones which can be on the bottoms of the screen. You have all the interaction spots here, and this is just... So how Void War works is you have your normal weapons. All of your normal weapons never use ammunition, and ammunition is only for the missile bay and other add-ons like bombardment siege cannon or something like that, right? That also uses up like 3 ammunition, and you can shoot once, and that is a really powerful weapon. But yeah, you need to use it strategically, obviously, because you have limited resources. But there's no drone system, and drones they're just tools. You click on it, then something happens, and they are just consumables in that regard. And these husk here, these are just like drones, like maybe from FTL, and they're just part of crew members here on the top. Maybe we should do the same. Let's think about it on our side. So drones, let's say repair drone, whatever, running around here is also up here listed. I think I like that. To be honest. Let's try that. Let's keep that in mind, and let's try that. What else? Having drones flying around, doing such stuff here. Maybe, okay, that can also be up here, right? If you have a drone that's flying around here or invading, yeah, why not? It can all be up here. We don't have to worry about the bottom space here. Yeah, the bottom area, we have a lot of space. We have this space. If this ship is gone, we have, right, in this case, we have still the space, but it's more on the right because the ship is moved to the center. But then again, we can also just leave this area here. The ship is always on this side. Yeah, and we just use this for UI. That's also interesting, right? You click on jump button, map opens up here. Whatever, everything opens up here. Hey, this could be a good solution. Your ship is always on the left, not in the center, always on the left. But I like this, to be honest. It's normally in the center, moves to the left, more stuff opens up. No, it's not. Everything is opened up in Void War anyway. It's in the center, then it moves to the left, on the right is the enemy. Ships in the center, moves to the left, on the right is the enemy. Ships in the center, you open a menu, moves to the left, UI opens up. How about that? Okay, the bottom thing, not sure yet. Here's what I suggest, Erik, for now. Let's just fill it in all empty space. Don't care, let's cover some stuff, but let's create everything for the battle scene, right? Use this area if we ever need space. There are, by the way, buttons missing still, so we don't have modules, but maybe we will, maybe we will not. I'm not sure yet. I know we have the perk system and everything, but these 2 buttons are important. The save character position, crew member position, and then return to your dedicated position. That needs to be put somewhere here or here, probably here. Yeah, or maybe it gets removed when the ship moves to the left, then it opens up on the left. Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm just realizing. Ship moves to the left, we have space here on the left, and then our perk system opens up. Then you can plan out your perks, but when you're in a battle, you don't need to know, well, hopefully you know which perks are active, right? It moves to the left and then it's not shown anymore. Yeah. Okay. I think that is enough. I hope I reacted to all of this. A lot of stuff needs to be worked on yet, right? And this video is already really long, but I think it was necessary. Erik, Please let me know if you have specific questions that I need to answer as soon as possible. If not, then I see you on Monday. We continue with this. You have some stuff now, and I will now work on the origin and trade system and create more character designs, right? Okay, thank you. Bye bye.